In this lesson, we're going to look at the technology behind Apple Face ID. These same principles apply to any kind of face recognition technology. So if you're using an Android phone and unlocking it with your face, the same kind of concepts apply. One of the reasons why I'm doing this specific lesson is because I want you to be aware that you're using some state-of-the-art technology every time you're unlocking your phone, which is pretty wild to me. So let's start by understanding exactly what we're trying to do. Our task is build an AI that every time that sees a picture of my face, recognizes me as Gianluca Mauro, while every time that someone else, like Brad Pitt for instance, is trying to read my messages, it recognizes that not Gianluca Mauro, and therefore doesn't unlock the phone. How is it possible? So here's how it works. When you're setting up Face ID for the first time, you're taking some pictures of your face. What's happening behind the scenes is that a deep learning model is transforming your image, so the picture of your face, into a bunch of numbers. Each one of these numbers carries some meaning. For instance, here I just put 3 numbers, but in reality it would be even more than 1,000 numbers. The first number, let's say, that says a little bit about the shape of my nose. The second number says a little bit about the shape of my lips. And the third about the shape of my eyes, etc., etc. So what's happening is when you're setting it up, this deep learning algorithm is saving this numeric representation of your face. Then when tomorrow you're trying to unlock your phone, it takes your image, so the new image of you that are trying to unlock the phone, maybe wearing a different t-shirt, maybe with a different hairstyle, it's still transforming it into a bunch of numbers that can then be compared to the original numbers. If the two numbers are similar, you see 2.1 is similar to 2, it means that this new person has a very similar nose to the person that set up Face ID. Number 8, here we have 8, which means that the shape of the lips is very similar to the person that set up Face ID in the beginning. 4.9, similar to 5, it means that the eyes are similar. If, on the other hand, Brad Pitt is trying to read my messages, when the neural network, this deep learning algorithm, is going to transform his image into a bunch of numbers, these numbers are going to be so different from mine because his nose has a different shape, his lips have a different shape, his eyes have a different color, etc., etc. And therefore, the phone is going to compare these numbers over here to the original numbers that were saved when I set it up, see that they're different, and don't unlock my phone, so that Brad Pitt cannot read my messages. Isn't it amazing that all this stuff is happening in 1 nanosecond the moment you're unlocking your phone? Something that you do every day without thinking. There's this state-of-the-art technology and this very interesting concept that is applied behind the scenes.